Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over how to deploy a React app on Vercel. So Vercel is made by it is the same developers of Next.js, and they have this way you can deploy for free, and you can use all different JavaScript frameworks to deploy your front end. You can see some of them right here. It works to 30 plus, as it says here on the website. But this is a really easy way, and I think it's probably the easiest way to deploy React or Next.js or any other of these frameworks as well. And you can deploy a hobby project for free. And they have a link here for the pricing. If you want to get into what you might need, you can find them here. But we're going to go ahead and just deploy a hobby project just to kind of go over how this works. So first we need to go ahead and sign up. So you click on the sign up button, you'll come here, and we're going to go ahead and sign with GitHub, and then we'll continue from there. So go ahead and get an account created with GitHub, and then we'll get started. Okay, so now we're logged in with GitHub here, and now we can go ahead and create a new project. So you can go ahead and use these templates if you wanted to, but for our example, all we need to do is hit create a new project, and we're gonna use our GitHub repository for this. So you'll wanna have this pushed to GitHub before you continue with this. But once it's pushed here, we can find the repository here, we can search for it. But our crash course repository is right here. We can hit import, and then it will give us this configuration stuff to set everything up. It found create React app for us since we use that to create our application. We won't leave that selected, but you can see the other options here. If you want to use a different framework, those options are there. Root directory, build output settings. All these are set as default. We're not going to change any of these. If you need any environment variables, you can set them here inside the environment variables field. You can add them later as well if you need them, but you can add them there for the beginning. But that's it. We're going to leave all these settings as default, and we'll hit deploy. This will take a moment for it to build. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead when this is finished. Okay, and now it's all done. And so it took a few minutes, but then from here, we should be good to go ahead and open the application right here. And you'll notice this is from the first video tutorial. That's because by default, the code it deploys will be on the master branch. And so you can see over here, we can run this project locally, and we can push it to any branch other than master to preview the changes. And then we want to actually deploy those changes live, we push them to master. So the master branch will be the live deployment, and every time we make a change there, this will automatically update with those new changes. So you don't have to worry about having to deploy things manually. It will automatically update them for us. And you can see down here, once again, push to master to update your production deployment. So you'll see down here, I don't want to merge the changes now into the master branch because I'll mess up my branches for all the video tutorials, but you can go ahead and merge them all and then just push it, and you'll see it down here, it'll say building, and then hopefully it'll say build successful, then all your changes should be live. So that's all it takes to deploy on here. We already are up and running. You can see here we're running at this URL .vercel.app, and of course we can set up custom domain names. Go into settings, there's a domain tab right here, and you can go ahead and add any here and add your domains that you want to hook up there. I'm not going to do it in this tutorial, but that's all there for you. And we can go through some of these other settings. You could change the build commands if you'd like to, but none of that is really necessary here. If you'd like to change your Git branch, you can go to Git down here, and we can change our branch here. So if I want to go to my, let's see here. If I want to go to, say, tutorial 6, which is the newest one, if I save that, and now any changes I make on this tutorial 6 branch will then show up in this new live site. So if you want to change your branch, you can do it there. But in most cases, master is what you'll want it to be anyway. But that's how you change that if you would like to change that. And there's other settings here we could change too, but that covers most of it. They also have a nice analytics page if you want to track some different analytics of your site. And you can go ahead and look at this. And there you have a link right here to the analytics page where you can learn more about exactly what all of these different metrics are and how they can help make your site more user-friendly. But that is really it for this video. I just want to go over a very quick video on how to deploy this so that we can finish up this series. This is by far probably the easiest way I've ever deployed a React application. And so this is a nice place to start if you need to get a project up and running. Doing it on Vercel is a very, very easy thing to do. And that is it. So hopefully this was helpful. That will probably finish up our React crash course now that we've talked about everything, including a deployment. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.